funny. Anyway, so today we are playing Blades in the Dark. The game is called No Prayer at Midnight. And instead of playing our standard characters from the HTML universe, we are going far to the east, like further than we've been, like on another side of the map. We are gonna play a game in a city called Belltown. And Belltown is significantly darker than west. Damn it. I always just do that. But it's a significantly darker tone. In Belltown, ghosts are like very commonplace and spirits are very commonplace. And like if you die in Belltown, it is not unheard of to just come back because the clergy has these specific rituals to bring people back from the dead, but at an exorbitant cost. And like most of your lower tier people can't afford it. So with any situation of supply and demand, the black market has picked up on some of that demand, and they do back alley resurrections. They have nice, depending on where you go, they might not have the right materials for it, or they might not know the exact spell or incantations for it, so you might come back a little wrong, but that's worth it, right? You get to live again, you get to get back in your body. The problem is you need your body and your ghost. So the Widow's Lament insurance company, I'm sure you've all heard of it, they take pride in returning your family member's soul or ghost to their body, like in a timely fashion with as little harm as possible. So with that, I will introduce you to our team of, trained professionals. First, we have Bleue, who is played by Jacob.
Bonjour, y'all.
Bleue is the Hound class in Blades in the Dark. Bleue specializes in tracking down ghosts and bodies for the Widow's Lament. And then we have Clio, played by Professor Winter.
Hello, everyone. It's rather good to meet you, at least for the moment.
Clio is superstitious, but also the insurance's auditor. Like, she follows around to make sure everybody stays on task. Cleo's the only member of the party that directly works for the insurance company. And Clio is, I believe, the spider playbook for Blades in the Dark. And then we have Oubliette, played by Akhana.
Happy to be here.
Oubliette, and I did not give them their class, I did not give the players their characters, but Akhana did pick the spy class again. I'd like everybody to know. Akhana is playing Oubliette, who is the slide. She is, creepy goat girl. Super goth creepy goat girl. She has a parasol sword. It's all fine. Then we have Echo, who is played by Kole.
Hello.
Now, Echo is a mannequin with a crudely sewn on face, covered in the cloth frame. They are a tailor's mannequin with a spirit of curiosity possessed. Not a ghost, that's separate. Echo is a spirit in this makeshift body that has gotten a taste for adventure and has found to like it. And Echo is playing the Lurk, which is, again, it is the stealthy infiltrator and burglar, so also kind of a spy. The crew works directly for, again, the Widower's Lament. And I think you are all just like sitting around the office right now. Like, it's a rainy day outside. You know that any minute somebody's gonna slip and fall, or somebody's gonna have an accident, and they'll send you out. But right now, you all have to look like you are doing work at your desks or around the office.
Who said anything about looking at like I'm doing work? I'm this close to figuring out how that spirit over there was managed to get away from our grasp just when we were about to find the body. I mean, that is important. That little sly thing, I mean, that cost us so much money.
Who the fuck has time to work? I'm just playing with solitaire at my desk.
I'm organizing my morbid trinkets in cute little rows.
Bleue, are you playing solitaire with like an old poker deck, or are you playing solitaire with something like a tarot deck, like looking thing? Are they like our cards? Would I recognize them as a deck of cards? Like like suits that us in our world would recognize, or do they look different? And if so, how so?
They look different. There's like a Grim Reaper. It's like you got your zombies, you got your priest and your priestesses. And then,
is that like the suits? You have zombie, ghost.
Yeah, like zombie and ghost. You got maybe there's angels and some devils. And then you got your priest and your priestesses for each class and each suit rather.
Absolutely.
And sickles instead of like spades, you got your sickles and you got your.
Absolutely, yeah, that's good. That's fun. But like otherwise, there are numbers and face card that like if you sat this deck in front of me and I looked at it long enough, I would be able to figure out like, oh, I could play solitaire with this too.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. So
look,
and
played with the tarot cards once. I summoned something. We don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, you do not want to talk about that. We had an NDA for a reason there. Oh, by the way, is that a 4 of sickles? That's a real bad sign. You may want to keep going. Yeah, just keep going.
It's solitaire.
So keep going faster. No one's stopping you.
Ooh, faster, yes.
Just Echo awkwardly standing over the desk watching the cards. So the door does creak open, and oh god, I don't know why he was so small. I don't think he's that small. Like a little devil man like comes in, and he pulls his like cloak down. And he's just like beating off like this like waxed raincoat.
Beating off.
Yeah, he's just right in front of you.
We've had weirder walk in the office.
And he's just like, this is definitely one of your coworkers. And he walks up to the secretary, and he's just like, got these 2 ones in right now. Get a move on it, please. That would be awesome. And he's just like, he looks over and he looks at Oubliette, and he just like coyly waves a little bit.
Oh, hi.
Hi, I brought this for you. And he like walks up, and he has this little like mouse skull on a cord.
Ooh, thank you so much. This is definitely going to be added to the collection.
It's like, oh, you're welcome. And he blushes like crazy, and you see him like put his hood back up and like go like take off outside.
You said it was on a string. I think I'm going to wear it.
Absolutely.
I wonder how it died.
Kiss ass. Kiss ass. I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, that's quite right there. Yep, right down there. Okay, another skull. How
Maybe
many
it
has
will
that been
kill
this
you.
month?
Echo, if you want to roll me a consort as a roll, I can tell you what you can, staring at that dead mouse, how it died.
Consult. Yeah. This is a controlled roll.
Yeah, I would say controlled. Controlled standard. Oh yeah, absolutely. You know exactly how it died. You see quickly. You see from its point of view, like you're running down the city street, and like you're watching a cart roll by, and then you see that demon guy from a minute ago, like kicking a stone down the street, being like, I don't know how I'm ever gonna get it to look at me. And he kicks a stone, and then he sees you dart across the room, and he jumps, and the last thing you see is a foot coming down on your back.
Being stepped on. Quite nice.
You want to get stepped on, boy?
Perhaps.
The
I
the
told y'all
second
to keep them out of that pile of books I keep back there. You're getting ideas now.
the
Rush of
secretary
death
looks
is
around,
exciting.
and he's just like, I also didn't think about a mouse skull at the same time. Like I realized that Clio is is a mouse person.
Heck with it there. I mean, it's a little tiny thing. I mean, death's so cheap here. Why worry about the little things?
It's just a trinket.
Besides, the little spirit is, running around over there and hopefully not getting into the peanut butter. It's a cute little thing.
The security guard looks over and is just like, you four, you're all I got in the office today. And he looks at both of the files and he's just like, alright. So this is the part of the game where I'm going to give you the offer of you can take one mission or you can take two. You can take them both, but it does make it more complicated to get them both done. But you guys do get paid more. You will get more stuff for it.
Well,
and
shit. I'm taking it. I'm gonna do both.
We should do both.
Yeah, I'm feeling ambitious.
I'm overdue for another dance with the Grim Reaper, and I need make sure I got plenty in the bank.
Well, I was going to say something about the possible consequences of failure, but then again, if you fail, I can always, chat with you without needing to worry about the body. So, okay, let's go ahead.
I do sure
Making
hope
sure
we die.
you decide this, not me.
So, he hands you the two folders. The first folder is you are trying to look like these are two body contracts. Body ones are significantly easier to do than souls because you don't need special things to carry them in. But
Bag.
right, just a bag. But you want to keep them as good of condition as you can. And then you guys look at the locations of them, and it's just that you are going outside the city for this one. You have to go further west and then also further north. One of them is northwest, one of them is just straight west. And you know that you guys have lived here in Belltown for long enough. You know that further west that you go, the more dangerous the monsters get. The more dangerous the spirits get, the more dangerous the ghosts get.
I'm going to have to get the good salt. Great.
Don't forget the gree.
We should do the furthest one first.
So you guys can because I can't give you any extra information until you guys start making rolls in preparation for this. So you guys will know that you are going to the swamp and to the canyons. They are close, but they are not right on top of each other. The swamp contract is for a scientist that was studying, and it's all kind of scribbled, like whoever was taking these notes just like lost interest in what they were noting down and just kept scribbling. It's just like scientists, North Swamp, and like paid in advance, and like a stamp is put on that one. And then for the other one, the canyons, that was a thrill seeker, like what we would call a yuppie. Like his father's rich, so like he has been just like taking the most ridiculous risks and like jumping off of cliffs to see if he can get this spell that's supposed to make him fly work this time. It has never worked. Like you have brought this man back 8 times already in the last 2 years.
Oh, good. One of our regulars came back.
When will he ever learn?
Well,
When
if
he
my
can't
books
afford
say
us.
right, never.
So yeah, if you guys would like to learn more information, let me know how you're doing it. And if you would like to just prepare for stuff, let me know how you're doing it. And then we will make rolls and I can give you more information.
I definitely want to do a study of the swamp situation just so I can decide which of these items I should bring with me.
Absolutely. So the way that it works is Oubliette has 1 point in study. So she will roll 1 6-sider. And the higher you get, the better. Like a 6 is a crit, like a 6 is the best. Then it goes down from there. I think this would be controlled. And if you give me a deal with the devil, like I will get to do one thing. I will give you another die. Or like I will make it controlled great. Or we can keep it controlled standard and you can roll 2 dice. But I will make the game harder for you.
I think it's a little too early to deal with the devil, so I'm going to do controlled standard.
Sure. Somebody could help you to give you an extra die, but just so you know, if they do that and you roll low, they are implicated in the failure.
Well, Bleue is a hunter, and he's been around the area before, so he's gonna go get some of his maps of the swamp.
I'll take that.
He's
Right.
been.
If I get a bonus dice.
Yeah, that'll give you 1 bonus dice. That'll give you 1 point of stress, Bleue.
Okay.
But also, drive these characters like you stole them,
Cool.
people. Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to run a
Reckless
campaign with them, so.
Yeah.
Until we do. But whatever you guys do in this, if they get trauma, we are just building the characters. So yeah,
So
go ahead.
So for helping her out, I took a point of stress.
Yep.
Okay.
But you guys did get the studying correct. It's like, yep. As like Oubliette's like flipping through and like seeing like the track marks like in the mud, it's just like, and like you go outside, like you look outside and it is raining still. It's just like, it's frog season. Like, it's the chub toads. Like you are aware that the entire swamp is infested with frogs that are like roughly the size of a hippopotamus. Or toads. Either one.
Oh dear.
No, I'm gonna go find Spot, my hunting dog, my faithful companion.
I think I'm gonna bring my arcane implement with me, just in case. I have a Spirit Bane charm. I'm not sure if that would work.
You don't have to have it on you until you have it on you. So, but otherwise, yeah, you everything you guys have, you can tell me that how it's working, and I will make it work. I am perfectly fine with that.
So I had a crazy idea since nothing's really dead here. I think that my dog Spot, he's and tell me if I'm wrong. I'm reading this like he can basically be a ghost dog. He's like you know, Legends of like the black dog. You see a black dog?
Yeah.
And that's what he is. He's basically a big black dog. He's gonna help me track and keep and warn me if there's any chub toads nearby.
Oh yeah. So for when we go out there, absolutely.
Yes.
So Echo and Clio, how are you two preparing for this?
Well, I think I'm going to be checking around with a few of the company's spotters, of course, people looking around to try to find a body from up top, and using them to, I'd say consort and get an idea of how the weather is looking in the canyon up to the north. Swamp's a shit show, as it always is, but, want to be concerned about not drowning while we're trying to find a body up in the canyon. Have to be careful about that sort of thing, and especially have to be careful about getting some of the waterlogged ghosts in if you get the canyon too full.
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead and give me consort controlled great. Oof,
Ooh.
2
Oh.
ones. That's as bad as you can get. Oof. So you were looking to talk to some of the trackers. And you're looking around and you know where they normally would go. You go to the cafe that is right around the corner where most of the people work. And the I'll put you over here. The man behind the counter, or the little waiter, is he comes up to you again in the last 20 minutes. He's like, when are your guests planning to arrive?
Well, that's a very good question. Of course, we're the only ones who are available. Simple little thing to forget about. Yes, I believe my guests are apparently screwing me over, as usual. So, at least this was a nice chat. Well, no, honestly, it wasn't that nice of a chat, but it was at least a way to pass the time. Good day, bye.
I'm sorry, miss. You haven't paid your bill. And he puts down, he motions to the check, and as you, check your pockets, you didn't bring any coin from the office with you?
Well, with that,
What I'm going to do is, it's not going to be harm, but I am going to, take away, if you choose light, or whichever load you choose for this next mission, I'm taking away one of your items. You have to basically use that to pay. You can resist this if you can tell me how any of your abilities get you out of this situation.
actually, I just had an idea there. Well, okay. Here's the thing. I can't pay you right now, but I can gladly pay you in a couple days there, and I can make sure that I will stick to that. Do you want to shake on it? I'm offering a ghost contract.
And he walks up and he goes and shakes your hand and yeah. What ghost contract says is when you shake on a deal, you and your partner, human or otherwise, both bear a mark of the oath. If the either breaks the contract, they take level 3 harm, cursed. And he's just I will not speak of this to my boss, to any of my bosses. And he takes a coin and he sets it on the thing and he pays for it.
All right. And I will pay you back within 1 week. And hey, you ghosts around there. You all saw witnesses. You're witnesses, right? There may or may not be ghosts around, but...
Oh, there are no good. There are not going to be any ghosts in the cafe. They have the bells set up in such a way that mischievous spirits and ghosts tend to not hang out around like the open air cafes.
Yeah, I'm still saying that regardless.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. How does Echo prepare for the adventure?
The entire time I've been staring at our receptionist clerk,
Oh, okay, he is freaking out.
and after everybody else leaves, I'm just. Do you have any advice?
About what?
Please tell me any advice on our 2 missions.
I wouldn't have taken 2 missions. That's what I would advise you.
That's not what I asked.
Roll me a sway. When you roll something with no dice, you roll 2 dice and take the lowest.
Was this a controlled standard?
Yeah, I would say controlled standard. Nothing terrible is gonna happen with this guy. Well, you got a 6, so like you did it. No, except for no, you gotta take the 2 though, because
Yeah.
he looks at you. He's just like, and like he kind of snickers, but I don't think Echo like catches it. And he's just like, you know what you do when you go up to those canyons. You need to like, you gotta look out for the spider hawks. Oh, I think that is a thing from something else. It's like, you gotta look out for the hawk spiders. Or the raptor spiders. It's just like, large as any man. Drink you. Well, he looks up and down. He's like, drinks most people to like nothing in seconds. And the way that you scare them away from the... the way that you scare them away from their webs is you gotta grab an end and really shake it.
Echo's gonna like just smile, but like no other expression like changes. But like
Yeah, so like just go shake that web like crazy. I'll get them right. I'll get them right away from you. They won't come near you. They hate it when things shaking their webs.
But what if I want them to come closer?
Or if you want them to come
you said
closer,
they were dangerous, yes?
incredibly not so much to you. And like he pokes your like mannequin body. It's just like the other ones, like the gooey ones. They don't like us.
Oh, so there'll be blood and viscera everywhere.
There definitely would be if the spiders get a hold of your friends. Long
Thank you.
retractable claws on the tips of each of their legs. Mandibles dripping with venom. You know, standard.
I hope I can bring one back here. I'm eager to see how it rips and tears.
The guards would never allow the spiders into town. That's why we got the Bell Knights in the first place. Well, not specifically the spiders, but I wonder how related to the spiders the Bell Knights' existence are. I've never seen them hang out.
Maybe I'll find a way.
And he's just like, good luck to you, as like he reaches behind the counter and like grabs like a knife and just puts it on top of the counter. Not threatening you, but like threatening anything that you might have in your pockets right now.
I just continue to stare at him.
He's just like turns his back. He's like, I just got to do this paperwork.
Continue to stare at him.
All right. All right. So now we are doing the preparation. We are about to leave for this game. And the way that it works is you guys got a checklist. Do the parties that you are you attacking a party that is a stronger level than you? No, because you guys are just going to go retrieve bodies from a swamp.
And
like,
the
do
swamp
they-
is the scientist guy, right?
Yeah, the swamp is the scientist and the canyon is the rich kid. Like, you guys have information on it, so I'm gonna say we're up to 3 dice. You took on one more job, so I'm gonna take away one of your dice because you guys are kind of overworking yourselves. And then Echo got misinformation about the canyons. So what did we do? We know what. Oh, okay. You got information, but then you lost it, and you took on an extra job, so you lost it. So who wants to roll me one 6-sided die to tell me where we start in the actual mission?
Not it.
I'll do it.
Like if you roll a 6, you guys start off really well. But if you roll a 1, you will start off.
Ooh,
5.
five.
5 is good. 5 is good.
Yes.
Like that's actually quite surprising. Like that when it goes off really well. Most of the times it's fucking always a 1 for these. So you guys taking off no, Nika, I'm good. So you guys are going after the canyon or the swamp first? Like, which body are you worried about getting to first?
I was thinking the canyon because, of course, we have our regular with the rich guy with all the money there. We're here to make money after all.
Yeah.
Oh, we're heading to the canyon first. Absolutely.
Yeah. Bodies don't hold up this well in the swamp, but I'll take the guaranteed money first. And he's a loyal customer. He ain't too bright, but he's loyal.
I hope his body is very pasty.
But he was trying to fly. I hope he didn't.
Did you say pasty?
I mean, are we gonna need a bucket to carry it back?
I hope we do. That would be very interesting.
He ain't right.
With a 5, you guys get right to the canyon, and you guys have like been coming at it for like a couple of days, but with a 5, like you managed to get here really quick, ahead of schedule. I would say that you're only like 2 days out, and we're gonna say a week is 7 days, even in this world, just because it's easiest. And then so yeah, you guys get in the canyon, and with a 5, on like your preparing stuff, which means you arrive pretty closely to as perfect as you can. Like, this is what you see, like a wide open canyon. There is a river flowing underneath you, but it has filled this canyon about a third of the way up. The rain has stopped for now, but there are like webs cutting across this entire like canyon, and you do see the large spiders as well. But don't worry, Echo has been briefed on them.
I know exactly how to deal with these spiders.
Good.
Our good receptionist instructed me to do this, and I'll grab a web and just start shaking it.
Absolutely. That sounds like a finesse roll.
Ah, merde.
Am I doing it correctly?
We'll find out.
Should I shake faster?
This finesse
Bleue is just like putting his hands on his 2 sickles there. He's
I think
Probably gonna
this
pull the
is
blade out.
desperate, limited, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll actually be providing a bit of assistance with that because you can see from the wind how the various webs are going. So have to be careful about that, especially given this sort of a circumstance, because you don't want to create a bit of a split in the region.
Add a bonus die. That'll be great.
I'm gonna also apply my daredevil.
Oh yeah, that.
So I will take an additional -D to any resistance rolls from consequences.
That is 100% true. Yes, Echo is restless and obsessed with.
I want to die.
Almost a 6.
I wonder what it's like.
Oh, it's man, I'm on a me.
Yeah. So I think
it's so fun.
we all know that the spider is just like scuttling down the web at the party at a ridiculous speed, right? We all are aware that that's happening.
Here it comes.
Yes, I think it may be a bit faster than we anticipated here, though.
Yeah, it didn't run away at all. Like somewhere in the background, like there's a little one-eyed fucking like secretary that's just like smiling a little bit. Because in his head, he's gotten rid of Echo, who clearly weirds him out.
These spiders look very good at killing.
Alright, so I don't make any rolls. Like, it is going to be on you guys this turn. Like, how do you stop it? Like, it's still crawling the webs, but, like, it has a lot of webs, and it is much, much faster than any of you thought.
Is the web kind of, like, going across, like, the canyon? Like,
yeah, it goes, like... I'm picturing it like the... I've seen pictures of, like, Australia completely covered in webs, like, so much that you couldn't walk through it. It's like an entire blanket of them. Like, a bunch of blankets of them.
Oh,
like
yeah.
sheets after sheets after sheets. That's what it looks like here.
Oh, so like I couldn't just like cut down.
No.
At the web, no, and he wouldn't. Okay.
Not at that one place. You'd have to cut the whole thing down.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I think I might have something that might be able to help with this, especially given the wind. I have this vial of slumber essence. Very nifty little item that helps with keeping little creepy crawlies, sleeping peacefully, or sometimes not so peacefully given that river, but oh well.
Alright, yeah, what role do you think that's gonna be?
I don't think it'd be necessarily wreck, because it wouldn't be that, because it's not really a, it's kind of a subtle thing. So I think it'd be more tinker than wreck, which wreck is loud and violent. This is just, putting some in the air and letting the wind do the rest of the job.
Yeah,
I'm
go
gonna
for it.
shake
Give me
the
a
web
tinker roll.
faster.
Just constantly shaking the web. Is that you trying to help?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's working.
Faster, yes.
Take 1 stress, Echo, from helping. Also, Clio, take a point of stress for helping Echo last time.
Already did.
Right. And yeah, so Clio, roll me a tinker to try to like get the get that vial into the spider's face.
Will that be risky or desperate? Actually,
go ahead.
Actually, I was thinking it'll actually probably be desperate, because Clio would like to make sure to get it right, and also get that heart really pounding from the fear of something getting that close. So just have it desperate to try to do it like when it's right there.
Absolutely. Yeah, give me that roll. And you do get 1 bonus for
Okay.
Echo helping.
Partial.
Not bad.
What was that? Oh, okay. So, let's see. How does that work? I mean, how do we do it? All right. So it's gonna jump, like, off of it, and like, it catches it a little bit, and you know that it will be asleep in a minute. All you have to do is just like avoid. Like, don't hit it. Like, just keep around it. But like, doing this is gonna take all of you. Like, I need everybody to make a finesse check, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it as a leader does it. So
Is it gonna be risky, controlled, desperate?
I think it's gonna be risky. I think it is gonna be a skirmish thing, and I think it makes the most sense for Blue to lead it. Like Blue, you see exactly what's about to happen. Like it lands in the center of all of you, and it's about to attack and like lash out. But it's starting to. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he's already got his sickles out. So skirmish roll, you said risky?
Oh yeah, it's risky. Risky standard. But everybody has to roll me a skirmish roll. All I need is one of you to succeed. But every time somebody rolls a failure, Blue takes one more point of stress. Is how it happens.
Oh.
Do I take a negative to this?
No, if you don't have skirmish, you roll twice and take the lowest.
For my daredevil effect, is this a consequence of my action?
Yeah, you are shielded from the consequences of your action.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
this is
dear.
bad.
What are you doing to me?
Okay, so
how much stress do I take?
Clio takes 1, 2, 3.
You mean Blue?
Blue, yeah, Blue. Sorry, not Clio. Sorry. Blue takes. Oh, and you rolled a 2 and a 1 on. Okay, but
Yeah.
Echo is the reason you succeeded, everybody. For the record, like you take 3 stress, and it would have been like really bad for you. Like it was about to like lunge out and attack you, but somehow Echo got it right. So like you didn't like hit it and wake it back up. You like what happened, Echo?
I shook the web even faster.
Just all web shaken.
Yeah.
In fact, if I may add on to that, there is probably end up shaking them and got into rhythm to help all that nice powder sink in and help basically quickly rock them to sleep.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, in this web, there is a sleeping giant raptor spider. Just so everybody is aware. And yeah, that happened.
Well, that was quite interesting. Perhaps we ought to find our body and move on before that spider wakes back up. I haven't really tested the dosage with these sorts of creatures.
Should I shake some more of the webs?
No, that won't be necessary.
Wait,
maybe on our way back.
What's in that head of yours? What kind of stuff are they putting in that head of yours?
I simply asked for advice, and that was the advice I was given.
Oh, God damn it. I told him to stop. When we get back to the office, we're going to have some words with that receptionist.
Maybe just check with one of us next time.
Yes,
Boy,
and also when we get back, but before you have words with that receptionist, let me make sure his insurance is paid up.
Are you going to rip him open?
I'm not.
Oh. I would like to watch whoever will.
I might. I'll give you an anatomy lesson when we get back.
I hope I get blood on me.
Gonna get something else on you in a minute.
You.
Is our body anywhere in sight?
That would be a roll. Yeah, whatever you guys think your role would be, like, let me know.
I'm gonna say it would be hunt, and Blue would be looking for signs, and the black dog that's with him, is gonna be looking to. Would that be risky or a controlled roll?
I think it's gonna be risky because you have to go around this spider without waking it up.
Okay. Tiptoe standard.
Can I survey the area?
Woo!
Nice.
I have redeemed myself.
Yeah, so you do you see the other spider that is already up here. There is another one up above you, but top of this, like wrapped tightly in spider silk, there is a body. Oh, and I think I should mention how you guys track things down now.
Zipline.
Other than looking for corpses, you have a small other than just finding corpses, you have a small bell, and every time you ring it, it's basically hot and cold. You feel if you ring it and the corpse is close to you, your whole body vibrates with it, as long as you know how to read the song. And all of you will be trained in doing that. Bleue and Clio are probably best at it because they've been doing it longest, but
well, obviously
that is how it
Bleue
works.
has fun in it because he's
But yeah, the corpse is up here. It is wrapped tightly. It is bound between the two canyons, dead center.
well, he wanted to learn how to fly.
Now he just kind of looks suspended.
Is it possible to climb on these spider webs to get there?
Oh, most certainly possible.
I would like to begin doing that.
Careful for that other one that's up there.
I have some climbing gear with me, and I was going to go up the side that doesn't have the spider on it.
I also have climbing gear, but I'm poor at using it.
Oubliette could lead a group thing, and you guys could. I would give you an extra die for having the climbing gear.
For sure. What kind of roll would it be? Prowl?
I think finesse. I would go with prowl or finesse, depending on how you describe Oubliette doing this.
She's going to be real careful, so finesse.
Oh yeah.
Risk
And if-
standard?
Goat. She's got the goat feature. She could probably scale up a side of it now.
I will give you 2 dice. If you want it to be finesse and great. I will give you 3 dice if you want it to be finesse standard.
Go finesse standard.
Okay.
But would it be risky still or controlled?
I'm gonna say controlled, because the rest of the team put it to sleep.
And 3 dice.
Yep. It's even if it's whoa, you rolled a bunch of dice.
Oh, I have 2 points in finesse.
Yes. One more time.
So I should have just did 1. Okay.
I'll let you do it again.
Yeah, because that was ugly.
So it's just honestly 1 bonus dice because I already have 2.
Yes, 1 bonus. Sorry.
My bad.
That's from you using your climbing gear. Alright, so yeah, 5.
Yeah.
As you're climbing up and you've set what's Oubliette's climbing gear look like?
Well, it's going to have fancy ropes, metal rings that have little spikes on them, and little claw attachments on my, I'm going to say hooves, so I can really sink into the edge.
Absolutely. And you find that the reason it's a 5 and not a 6 is as you were climbing up, this is stuff for climbing drier mountains, drier areas. And this place usually is dry, but this rain recently has really been a problem. But you still made it work, and you're still able to set the pins for everybody else. So you are up, you're gonna be above everybody else. I'm not clicking your characters. And people can follow you up. So this spider's oh, go ahead. Tell me where you want.
The right side?
You want it
up
over
the
here?
right side?
All
yeah.
right.
We just jump over and start climbing.
All right. So yeah, any of you can follow right after that. It would yeah, you can just follow right over without an extra roll for the scary spider that's asleep.
Hmm.
And how do you get like you are seeing the body now? Like the bell is telling you that is the body that you're looking for. Like Blue and Blue's dog are like looking at it. Is it Blue and Blanc?
Sure. What? I called a Spot earlier, but he's all black.
So that is what you guys seeing. You are seeing like the body like hanging there.
I assume it's wrapped up in like the web, like a cocoon kind of.
Oh,
deal.
most certainly.
Well, we got the rope. Anybody know how to lasso? I mean, I could cut him down, but then we're gonna have to go fish him out of the water, and
that could take a while. Besides, it's probably better to unwrap the body counter water-wise. Otherwise, you'll end up with an issue with potentially some really bad luck if you do it with the water as opposed to against the water.
Was I just barked at?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, you were talking through
No,
fine.
it was quite in character.
Is there a way to jump onto the body?
Yeah, I mean, you could.
Wait, Blue has sights?
Yeah, Blue has a like Kursagawa. So a sickle on a chain. Very similar to Akhana having a sickle on a chain.
Actually, what I think I may also do to try to help with that is I think I may try crawling on the webs, but in such a way to try to avoid disturbing them or shaking them, just trying to be like almost ghost-like over them.
I'm going to keep Echo away from this side of the web. Don't touch him.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because you're going to wake the sleeping one.
Which would make it interesting and
No,
fun.
we don't need that kind of interesting.
But don't you want to
It
die?
would also be interesting to see the body without
Not
the
yet.
webs.
All right. He looks at Clio and he says, "Masha, you got any ideas?"
Yes, I think I'm really good at sneaking around in places here. So I think I have a good idea there. I might be able to sneak, make a couple of cuts for something to be able to pull him out there. Of course, making sure to do it, near the shoulders there to avoid creating an issue again with the aforementioned bad luck and doing it, water-wise.
Right. So that's a yes.
How far is the body from where we're?
Okay. That's all you had to
Where we
say.
are.
Masha, come on, go on over there now.
The body is as far as you think it would be interesting to be. Like, I am thinking that it's like at least 20 feet out over like the canyon situation. So you could make a huge running jump because you are like not an actual person.
I'm going to do something better.
Oh, go for it.
Mm-mm.
Are you going to tightrope walk the spider web?
I'm going to become partially shadowy and insubstantial for a few moments and float through the air like a ghost.
Yeah, I'm going to be one who's like, not tightrope walking, but hand over hand tightrope thing on the web.
All right, so yeah,
basically I'm trying to prowl over.
Yeah, give me a prowl for it. And Ghost Veil, like you guys see Echo, like
I take
start.
stress.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Risky standard.
Yes, risky standard for sure.
Blue's just
yeah.
keeping a close eye, and he's ready to grab onto whatever web if needed.
So I think we got like on each side of the body, again, completely wrapped up in the web. You guys, like, you have Echo on one side and you have Clio on the other. And Oubliette, can you roll me a 20? Not a 20-sided. Can you roll me a? Is it? I think it's gonna be study. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you roll me a study? Risky standard for study.
Okay.
I feel terrible if I'm closing you guys' character sheet. Oh no, you got it in 1. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you see, like, well,
Oh,
Echo.
I kiss my little rat skull because it's good luck.
All right, absolutely. Lower your stress by 1. Like, just believing in the luck of these, like, bones and stuff is actually, like, calms you down. So just on this giant spider web, you're like looking over and you see another claw come flying out of a cavern and just snatches one of the like man-sized bats out of the sky that was like flying around and gets like crawled back in there. So there's like a spider on the opposite side that is twice as big as the biggest one that you've seen so far, but it's not coming out. Like, you rolled the perfect thing. Like, you are just watching it and you watched it eat, and it seems like it might be full. So as long as you guys don't actively make that angry, you're good. You don't have to deal with the big spider.
Oh,
Echo, no.
Let's just stay on task and try to
We're
get
here for the body.
Yes.
I suppose.
Yeah, if we don't finish here, we can't see the interesting things in the swamp.
You help us
Yeah.
get the body, I'll let you poke a chub toad.
Will there be blood?
As much blood as you want. Maybe we can pick us up a chicken.
I'll get some frog legs, and make them
Get some-
earrings.
Get some
wonder
raw
what it's
chicken
like to
and
have
use it
blood.
as bait.
I like that Clio is like balancing on a fucking like spider web tightrope and everybody's having this conversation.
Alright,
Well,
how do we
I
want to
believe
get
it's
this
time we get our target.
Can
Yeah,
you
how do you
swing
guys
it
get
to
'em
us
down?
and we can catch it?
I
Excellent.
mean, I could just throw him.
I mean,
I could
throw
catch him.
Throw
But-
We could
Are-
ride him.
How strong are the web strands holding it? Like, if we cut one side off, the other side, is it gonna...
It'll probably
Right.
like swing like
So,
leverage
like, we could, like,
wise.
pull
towards
it
us.
towards us with the other end of on our end.
So
That's
I
what
can
I'm
cut my side, and we will swing towards the others.
Right. And
Well,
Blue, if you kind of reach your sight out, you might be able to like just catch him under his legs, like not cut, but
usually I use it for cutting, but I can try.
like the
Whatever
back
you want,
end?
Marcia.
somehow guide it towards us.
Would that be...
I think this is Echo rolls a finesse to cut the rope at the right
Yeah.
angle, and like Clio can help him like get the right angle. Only one person can help somebody else in Blades in the Dark, so you could go ahead.
Yeah. I'll absolutely help. Yeah, it looks like you have a spot here and a spot there. Probably not right where I am because I don't want to die and have to be recovered just yet. Maybe another time.
I forgot. I'm so sorry, everybody. You can get an extra die at any time if you push yourself and give yourself 2 stress, and you can take an extra die. That's just, you can do that at any point in time. But the second you get to like 9 stress, you have to leave the scene. But you can also take a devil's bargain, which you just ask for an extra die and I'll give it to you. It's a devil's bargain. I think you can figure that one out.
What sort of roll for the finesse?
Finesse, risky, standard, and you get 1 bonus die from Clio. Unless you want to push yourself.
I don't need to push myself.
Yeah. Then let's see the roll.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Ooh.
fucking like rolling like crazy good though.
Thank God.
Yeah, so it like it was a 5 and a 6, so the help roll was like perfect, and the original roll was like. Actually, which one was first? Yeah.
5.
But so yeah, it swings over, and you catch it, Blue, just fine. Like you guys wrap it up in the chains, and now you have it, and the body is still not mummified right now, but like wrapped up really well and in really good pristine condition.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah, that means it'll be much easier to transport back without having to, use one of our own bags.
I wonder how it felt.
Maybe we could
can
test
ask
that
him.
out later.
I can tell you
Oubliette
some
and
story.
Echo can both like make that roll for sure if they want to find out like how this guy actually died or what happened.
Was this a consort roll?
Yeah, it's a consort. It's a consort for Echo. It is either a study. Yeah, it's probably a study for Oubliette.
Can I
You
use
two would
Ghost
both
voice?
learn different things, by the way.
Can I use ghost voice?
Oh yeah. Oh no, his ghost isn't here. His ghost
Oh,
is
that's
actually
right. It's body.
yeah, his ghost is back in the town.
Oh, is this a controlled standard roll?
Risky standard. Oh, well, no, four's not that bad. So you see, like, the guy, the fucking punk kid, he's just like milk toast asshole guy. I don't know what like what a fucking like. What are they like? Not a sorority. What's the other one?
Fraternity.
Yeah.
I don't know what a fraternity bro from like gothic, like Victorian London looks, but
I bet his
that
name
is how
still
this.
Chad.
His name is still Chad, and like Tad, like one of those, or
Thaddeus.
Thad. Yeah,
Thaddeus Worthington the Third.
he was Thaddeus, but he definitely goes by
He's a
Thad.
Chad. Oh, Thad. Even better.
Chadius, my bad. Chadius is very good.
He probably counts up
canon.
after every death. So he was the first, and then he became the second, and now this is like the fourth. And then
He counts himself that way? That's terrible.
No. It's not how it works.
He comes back. He's like, Thaddeus the knife.
Those fucking Jaeger bombs.
He does the peace sign next to his own gravesite.
Yes.
Yeah, it was probably because of, a bet gone horribly wrong with some alcohol, and then after he came back to life, all of his frat buddies were saying, yeah, Chadius the Second, and it stuck.
Yeah, it's just fucking, it's terrible. He's got so many portraits of him holding like booze next to his own gravestone, giving a peace sign.
And yet every night he just sits alone. He's like, what's wrong with me?
Why can't I be loved? But like in his thrill for adventure, he jumped off this cliff up here, and like he was just like, yeah, he was gonna like body flap on the ground, like, oh, he tried to fly. He didn't see all the spider webs till he got too close, and as he was like going down, he was just like, have you guys seen Tarzan, the Disney Tarzan?
Yes.
No.
In the Disney Tarzan, how the villain died is he keeps wanting to kill Tarzan. He's swinging this machete everywhere in these vines, but he's not watching his footing, and one of the vines wraps around his neck, and then he cuts the other one that's holding him up. I think we just cut to like the shadow of this guy hanging in the spider web, and that's how he died.
I can't buy brains.
I shiver.
Was that a?
I wonder.
That was
I'm kind of wondering
savory.
how he felt at the time of his death. I imagine he had to have been terrified.
Alone.
I kind of think he's used to it by now.
Yeah, once you died a couple of times, it gets.
I think he was crying like a
Yeah.
child.
I'd like to think that, Echo.
He really is an embarrassing man.
Just dump in the water now. Don't have to chase him down later. Alright, you guys have this corpse, like, as well wrapped up as you could have, like, foreseen it happening, and you didn't have to deal with the spiders, so onward to the swamp then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doing just like a little fireman carry back to the
We are efficient.
vehicle.
Are you? I mean, you are, but... Alright, so... Now you guys are
We bring the
here.
body to the swamp.
Yeah, like, where are you guys gonna put it? Are you guys gonna take it back first and then go back
Don't
out?
we have like a
No.
vehicle or anything? Like a
A
wagon?
cart? A cart?
Do you have a jalopy?
I would really like to check all... Oh, yeah, so what's
Jalopy.
everybody's load, by the way? If somebody wants... If you want a cart, somebody has to take the heavy load.
I was gonna go normal.
I have
What
under a
is-
light load.
What? I'm sorry. What is that? Like I see like the 3, 5, and 6.
Yeah, so if you pick 3, you are just wearing, like, normal commoner's clothes, and, like, people looking at you don't look twice. If you're normal, then you are in smuggler's clothes, and people might look at you twice. If you are heavy, you look like you are about to move a body. So that's where you guys would have a cart or a large coffin that holds bodies. Whatever you would store your bodies in, that's what you would have.
Something with wheels.
Yeah. So that's gonna. Well,
We can just drag him.
Yeah, you can drag them through the mud.
Or we could prop him against this tree.
Or we could use him as a boat.
Chub toads might eat him.
Mm.
Bodies float. We can just ride him.
Bodies don't float right away. I'm the only reason they tie the cement to their feet is because the gases build up after they start to decompose.
I mean, I'm sure he was actually kind of gassy.
After all those shots.
Alcohol tends to do that to living beings.
I don't.
I
So, like,
I
what
mean,
would a 5
he,
give
he
me?
is right, you know.
Should we cut him open and see?
No.
We
No,
can't
that'd be
damage
less
the
money.
Nobody needs to know.
They
We'll
will
find
definitely
you a
find
body
out.
to cut up, Echo. We just can't touch this one. That's money in the bank. That's a guarantee that I get to come back again. What's the normal would get us what? If I took
A box.
the
like-
box.
Yeah, you guys can, like, firemen
Cardboard
carry
box.
this corpse, like...
Well,
or
I'll
like-
take I'll take the heavy load
Alright.
just
So
so,
yeah,
we can.
You guys have a wagon. Is it just like a closed off wagon? Did you park it outside of the swamp and left the body in there, or?
Mm. Yeah, but I left my dog in charge of it. He's guarding it.
Okay.
Smart.
Yep, for the record, I took the light load.
Alright. Oubliette, can you give me a... Not study.
Oh.
I mean, it could be study.
More of a survey.
I was actually gonna say sway.
Sweet. If I sway someone successfully, I can cause them to forget what happened until they interact with me again.
Right. And also, Oubliette always knows if somebody's lying to her. Always.
That's right.
Like, you don't have, like, it doesn't make them not lie to you. It just makes you know that they are lying to you.
I would
my
never lie
kindest
to you.
way. Good to know.
I don't know how to lie.
So I would say risky standard.
Okay.
For you.
Who are we swaying?
We'll see in a second.
Oh.
All right, so a 5.
Yeah.
Like you, as you're walking through the woods or the swamp, you do see multiple like spirits flying around, and like it becomes clear that these are spirits, not ghosts.
Poor sons
We
of
have-
bitches.
We have a welcoming committee.
And like
So we do.
they were definitely gonna like just like wander on by, but then like something about what I keep using that word. Like what kind of trinket and stuff does Oubliette have that made one of these spirits stop? Like what cool little trinket does Oubliette have that this spirit wants or is interested in?
Well, let's see. I have my rat skull on my necklace. I have a bracelet that has a really cloudy blood red pendant. Let's say a ring with a spider's eye.
Absolutely. So like it comes up and it does like the swirling around your hand, like looking at the ring.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. It says, and like, and just a very like when it speaks to you, and you guys are used to the way that it speaks to you. It's the way that spirits speak. Echo does it a lot. Like when Echo's talking to you, it almost makes you feel as curious as they are. Like something about the way they say the words makes it seem like a good idea. Like every time Echo is just like, hey, we should poke that, there is definitely a split second where you're like, yeah, I mean, yeah. But the
We
longer
should
you
desiccate that corpse.
right? It's just for a second. For a second, you definitely believe that. But this one, this spirit gives you the feeling of that moment before you step on a bug. Like not like a bug like on accident, but like you get bit by a mosquito and you slap that. That is what this feeling is. Like that is what this spirit is. Is a spirit of like minor annoyance into retribution. Like that is what this spirit is. And it's like looking at your ring and it's looking at you. And it's just like, how could I help you? And it just like swirls around. And again, you feel the like quick satisfaction of swatting a mosquito or something to that effect.
Well, we are here looking for a body.
And it's just
Seen
like
any floating around?
it's like the only thing that floats around here right now is the chub toads. And it's like definitely a moment of just not anger, but annoyance at the chub toads from this spirit.
Ugh, they're everywhere. Maybe we can, work out a deal where we lessen some of these if we could get your help locating this body.
And like the spirit just like you feel like the ring start buzzing as the spirit like climbs itself into it, and Yeah, with a successful sway, it's like your hand is pulling you the direction that is.
All right, guys, I think I know where to go.
Oh, excellent. That will make things a good bit easier. Of course, make sure to, with the ring, make sure to turn it clockwise two times and then counterclockwise one time. That should be the right pattern.
All right. Can I fix my ring?
Roll.
Tinker?
I
wonder if I can drown.
I actually think it's consort.
Hmm.
Can you even breathe?
For Clio. Clio rolls consort.
Oh, can I?
Okay.
No.
Is Echo
Controlled
just
or-
trying to drown?
Air just
yeah.
passes through my fabric. It's strange.
Risky standard.
All right.
Oof. Okay.
Oh,
So, you twist that ring. Oubliette twist the ring as Clio was instructing them, and like Clio means well, but Clio didn't realize that this is a spirit of like the retribution immediately after. To Clio, this spirit just seemed like it was a spirit of annoyance. But Oubliette knew what it was, but you're gonna have to, Oubliette, you take one harm, and that harm is your entire body feels at random times like it's being like, has a big mosquito on you. Like you will feel like a hummingbird-sized mosquito is on you whenever like you try to move or whenever you try to like take definitive action. You have less.
actually, if I could make a proposal,
Sure.
will I be able to use Mastermind to take that effect instead? You know, expend special armor to protect the teammate, because I was the one who did the annoying thing. I suffer the retribution.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, what do you have like a trinket or something that you grasp to like pull the like curse to you?
I would actually not the Spirit Bane charm wouldn't necessarily be it. I would say there it is more of I'll actually say a golden tooth that was actually obtained from some source or another. Probably someone who didn't have the full payment for their insurance and had to give up some extra things in order to get their body back. And Clea actually got a bit of a bonus for making sure that this person never ever forgot to let their insurance lapse again.
We just do a quick fucking like hard take back to like the insurance company pulling rings and like expensive clothes off of the bodies before they resurrect them.
Yep, and then right after the resurrection, Clea is there with a... Actually, I'm going to go especially dark. I'm going to say there with a nice pair of pliers looking at this newly now alive person looking terrified, and Clea just grinning like an utter idiot, just drinking in the fear.
Absolutely.
I wish that were me.
Oh, it could be. Talk to me later.
I wish I had teeth.
I wish I had to.
As Echo opens their mouth and it's just like all like mismatched teeth from like a bunch of different sources.
Yeah, keep doing well enough, Echo, and maybe you can earn a gold tooth.
Alright, so
Well, thank you, Cleo.
like Cleo suddenly like immediately recognizes what they did wrong. And she's like, oh no.
Oh, right. No. No, my apologies there. I forgot. I didn't realize about the retribution aspect. That should have been 3 turns. I'll remember that in the future.
Okay. I'm just gonna leave it and let the spirit guide us.
Absolutely. So like yeah, because you guys got the successful rolls, like up ahead you see a chub toad, and it's fucking gross. It doesn't see you coming yet, but like it's sitting there and like incredibly content is like how I would say it is. It's just like every once in a while, like an incredibly loud, like bullfrog-esque croak comes from it. But it has not moved other than like filling up its, frog neck thing.
Do we see a sign of the body anywhere?
The bells are telling you that, and the spirit is telling you that is where it is.
He's sitting on it.
Hey, Echo.
Yes.
I think the body's inside that toad. Want to have some fun? Dissecting?
Is it time to poke it? I'm quite interested to see what will happen.
Look at that big boy. You imagine dying to that?
Its tongue comes out and licks both of its eyeballs.
Mm.
And it does that thing that looks like it's itching its head with like its back
think it
leg.
ever-
And just
Yeah, I don't think I ever died to a chub toad. Oh,
Perhaps we'll all experience it tonight.
but I did promise I'd let you get some viscera on you from the tub toad. He's reaching out for his sickle, and he's looks at the others like, "Mon shis, y'all got any ideas?"
I'm gonna approach it from behind.
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
yeah, I mean, by
Is that
all
a joke?
means, like, what you got?
I'm gonna do my best to stealthily approach from behind, carrying a
Bleue
knife.
and Bleue is just looking at Oubliette and Clio just to check to see if they've got any ideas. But he's not gonna stop Echo. He wants to wrestle this thing.
So I believe I'm wanting to prowl behind it.
Yeah, absolutely. Risky standard.
Do we want to cut it open, like, just cleanly?
I can try it.
I'm gonna push myself.
All right, 2 stress. All right, so yeah, the
Yeah.
5. You end up like Echo is right behind it. This thing like has not seen any of you. The wind is going like crazy outside our apartment right now, everybody. So if I suddenly disappear, that's why. Sorry, just wanted to get that out before anything happens. But yeah, you guys, like Echo is behind it. It hasn't seen any of you. Echo, because you pushed yourself for it, I will give it to you. Like, you've been staring at this thing for a little while, like, because Echo's weird and doesn't blink.
Mm-hmm.
You do see what looks like the outline of a body in its stomach as, like, it moves around. Like, you see, this thing ate, like, 4 people, and they are being digested right now, still.
Mm. And I should stealthily infiltrate into its body with great precision and violence.
Yeah, Oubliette, Clio, Bleue, what's the plan here for you? As you see Echo, like, what's the knife like? Is it just like a kitchen knife?
No, it's a very long version of like a sewer's needle. Echo's had somebody make this for them.
All right. Just really leans into the tailor's mannequin.
And yet, so Echo keeps it like in their body, like they stab themselves to just hold it.
All right.
And
Like a
that's how they
pincushion?
like that's how they sheath it. And so they pull it out of themselves to like wield it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you guys see that happening.
I have trance powder. Could I throw that at the chub toad's eyes?
Yeah, sure. How are you getting up to it? Are you just like throwing it from a distance? Are you just like trying to walk up to it and be like, hey, calm down?
Yes.
Actually, I could potentially assist with that, as I'm rather good at prowling about.
I've like the way that it sounded like Oubliette was doing that is more
I'm
of
gonna
a
try to sway.
Sway is like, yeah, I
Okay.
thought that.
Like
I thought
convince
that-
that I'm not threatening.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
I would say
So are you distracting it? I'm just
Yeah,
asking.
basically.
it is
And then-
desperate great for this. For the record,
Okay.
Oubliette, like
Okay.
you will get great reward if this goes off, but if like it turns on you suddenly, you are dealing with a frog that is very, very big.
Okay. All right, here goes nothing. I'm gonna calm it down and distract it, and you guys do the things.
All right. And Blue's got his sickle out. He's got the chain. He's going to start kind of slowly start to spin it.
All right, so 5 for 5. But you got
Alright.
great effect. So like the fact that it is desperate, like it's good still. Like, what's it look like, Oubliette? Like, are you? Yeah, what's it look like?
Very cautiously, and with a little bit of a sweet demeanor, I'm just walking towards it. Aren't you a big boy? So cute. Look at those eyes.
Like, it turns and like looks at you, and it's like big bullfrog ribbit, very confused.
Oh, everything's fine. We're just, gonna inspect a few things. How do you get your skin so wordy? It's so great camouflage for this swamp type situation. And then I'm just gonna poof and throw the trans powder at its eyes.
Yeah, like it hits it and it like goes back, and you guys see it like blinking. I don't know what a Oop, I unplugged my microphone, so
Oh no,
hold on one second, everybody. Because I'm bad at life today, apparently.
we can still hear you. Amazing.
No, I unplugged my headphones from my microphone. Is what I meant to say.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what a frog's pupils dilating looks like. But, like,
Hypnotoad.
yeah,
Yeah, Hypnotoad. And I
Yeah,
definitely
it's
want to
just like-
start like singing like low tones, like
it most certainly does the thing where like it starts looking straight up, and its mouth starts like opening. Like it's completely entranced, like, and it's got like a foam going around the like mouth as it's like.
All right,
that's
let's get
happening.
the bodies out. Let's get the bodies out
All right. Well,
without any.
Blue's just gonna throw his sickle and like aim for the stomach to kind of try to slice it open with like an upward swing.
Okay, all right.
Very
So
Arian section, go.
what finesse is the best way that you could do this. If you wanted great effect, you would attack with finesse to get around, like surgically cut it open and not
Yeah.
like hit the bodies. I understand that
Yeah.
Blue doesn't have finesse. You could use
Uh.
skirmish, and that would be like you just like running up and just attack, like fighting it like you're fighting it.
Oh, he's gonna do that.
Okay.
Is that gonna be
Careful.
so desperate or risky?
Risky standard.
Risky standard.
Because it's stress. But like, just so you know that it would be desperate to attack this thing if it wasn't already taken care of by Oubliette.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
I saw that too. I was like, no.
Alright.
Okay.
So four is okay.
It's
Yeah,
all right.
so-
We can stitch up the body if I cut it. It's okay.
the frog does reel back, and like it does like a weird it's like you hit it and you cut it, you do a big old slash into it, but you don't cut it fully open, and it starts almost making like a have you guys ever heard what a shoe bill sounds like when it's pissed off?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, go look that up at some point. It sounds like that. Like this huge, like, you realize that its lips are like solid bone, and like underneath it's like loose skin, you like ran into a wall of bone.
Oh, I want a chunk of that.
Like that's as Blue slices through and like
Chips
you're
it
like,
off.
oh, I've got
Anything
this.
you
This is
want.
no.
It just flips in the air round and round, and I catch it like, ooh.
That's for you, my cher. He's like,
Blue, you did
Like-
such great work.
Echo, come on,
What's that?
get
chunk of-
carving.
Yeah, Echo, you can make your roll if you want to. Just try to like jump and stab it for sure. Echo died.
Oh no.
Finally, the piece they've
Yes,
been
I
after.
would like to stab it.
Get to stabbing. Just watch the bodies. Don't hit the bodies.
Yeah,
Watch.
Echo, I think that is it is either finesse is how you would be able to like find a hole. Skirmishes would be like you fighting it.
I'm finding a hole.
All right, go ahead and roll me finesse. Finesse is risky, great. Oh, desperate, great. Sorry,
I will use my daredevil.
absolutely.
I didn't take any stress from what I did, right?
No,
Okay.
but Echo's about to.
Yep.
Echo, as like you go in to like you think that you see the spot, this chub toad like whips around at you, and it does the thing that I absolutely know frogs actually do this. I think it's called the Wolverine frog. It like lunges its hand at you, and you dodge out of the way just in time to see it smash a tree, but it breaks its own hand apart on purpose, and it just has like jagged bone pointing out of its like it doesn't even have skin there, it's just jagged bone, and it's just like coming at you, and it's gonna give you the level 2 harm impaled, as like you are gonna be held down by like one of your legs is just like pinned to the swamp floor.
Oh dear.
Can I use my throwing knives to, I guess, immobilize its arm?
After this happens, sure. Like now, Echo, you could resist this. Like, and the way that you would resist is tell me what ability you would roll against it. Like, you could probably roll. Yeah, you would roll prowess, or resolve, or insight. I don't think you would want to roll insight, but you could roll prowess. It'll give you 3 dice. Like, you will take 6 stress minus whatever the highest thing you roll is.
Let's roll prowess.
All right. And nobody can help on this one. Like these ones
I
are
have a
always just-
-1.
Whew.
Oh yeah,
Man.
so like you gain 1 stress, but you are no longer impaled. How did you get out of that? Like it was a little bit stressful, but you managed to dodge it.
I imagine I'm able to move my body in weird ways. And so impales my leg, and I just rotate my entire body around to grab my leg and pull it away.
Absolutely, yeah. It's fucking weird for everybody else watching, for the record.
Ugh.
But yeah, it's looking the other way right now, Oubliette. Like, so you could throw your knives at it if you want to, or you could see an opportunity. You could study it, whatever you guys want to do.
I was thinking now that its claws are out, Wolverine toad style, that I wanted to immobilize the arm to like hit pressure points so that it can't swing at us anymore.
Absolutely, yeah. I would give you. I went to Echo. I went to go to Oubliette. If you do a study roll first,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be a risky standard. If you succeed that study roll, I will give you 2 extra dice on a finesse roll.
All right.
Somebody could. Oh, you did not succeed. Like, I was gonna say somebody could help you, but I just don't think you learned it. Just whatever happened, it's moving around too fast.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make your finesse roll about throwing those knives, but only roll. You can either make it risky standard and roll both the dice that you have for finesse, or you can make it desperate standard and roll one extra.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with desperate standard.
Okay, so 3 dice. I'm sorry for the people who don't understand, that don't know the Blades in the Dark terminology. It's a really great game, and I'm sure, the more we play it, the more you'll get the hang of it. So a 4. Oubliette, you do manage to hit it in a, pressure point. And it's about to shut it down so that everybody else will get a free attack. But what happened? What went wrong? Did Oubliette get kicked with its back legs? Did Oubliette step in quicksand?
In the swamp.
Yeah, and you are in a swamp. Is it you throw the knife as you
Actually,
take one step and all of a sudden you're just underwater? We don't see Oubliette.
I think the spirit in the ring redirected it.
On purpose, rudely?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, so
in that
yeah.
annoying way.
Oh, I got it. It's and you just see the knife miss the spot that you wanted it to be.
I almost want to just switch the ring to the other hand, not my throwing hand. Listen,
And just
spirit.
feel annoying little laughter.
Ugh. We're trying to get something done here. I appreciate your help, but now is not the time to mess with me.
Absolutely. So it takes some damage. It hates it, and it's looking around. It's trying to get that knife out of it because it's like a mosquito bite to it. It's driving it crazy. Clio, you are also feeling those mosquito bites a lot right now. It's just happening to you as you see Oubliette fidgeting with the ring.
Should I throw it in the water? I can get another one.
No, that would just be more annoyance, which would allow it to get retribution on you. I think I have another idea.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is that one tree that frog used to break its hand. I'm sure it's looking like it's a bit rough as well. So I think I'm going to try to do is I will actually tinker with it to make it a trap, weaken it there. So the frog sees me, comes after me, and tries to intentionally break it again. That tree will fall and smash its leg or smash its arm, so it causes even more damage.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Give me that tinker roll. I'm gonna say, risky standard. Yeah.
Actually,
desperate standard. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say there, could I actually... I'm thinking of some sort of a devil's bargain to add into this to add another die.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The devil's bargain. The devil's bargain happens whether or not you guys succeed at the roll or not. So it's, this is going to happen. Yeah, you can set this up, get yourself an extra die.
Okay.
And there is it. Akhana's gonna have to. Oubliette's gonna accept the devil's die. Actually, if and I'll ask Oubliette if this is okay. So your ring, possessed by the spirit, the little spider one. That wasn't a spider. You just thought it was a spider. You feel as it bites down. It was a tick the whole time.
Oh, I was sure this was a spider eye.
It's its little tick mouth comes out and bites you right on the fingers, and the legs wrap around Oubliette's finger, giving level 1 harm to Oubliette, tick bitten. And everything you do with that hand until you get this curse removed is going to be a lesser effect.
Okay.
Is that
Alright.
like? Will you accept that to give
Yes.
Clio another die? All right.
Yes.
Okay, so add 1 die, risky standard or
Yeah, I'll
desperate
go.
standard?
We'll go with risky standard. I gave the goat girl a tick. But yeah, so 5. Absolutely. Yeah, so what's the trap look like when it goes off?
Well, what the trap looks like is just as the frog's or the toad's hand exploded with those various bones when it hit the first time. This time, it's not the toad's hand it gives, it is the tree itself, as the tree ends up, thanks to a few critical bits that were taken out earlier, maybe with that 1 extra knife that got tossed, and such that it basically explodes into a cloud of sawdust, causing the whole tree to suddenly start to fall on the toad itself.
Yeah, absolutely. So like Echo and Echo, Bleue, and Oubliette, you all like look at this thing as it is buried under this tree, and it's fading pretty fast. Like it's like, oh, it just dies. I'm not gonna like have you guys have to kill it, like finish it off Wild Heart style. That game is a dick because if somebody else kills a small animal, you have to go finish it off every time. Do you want to carve it?
Yeah, I'm going to look a bit disappointed that it died so quickly, but okay, everyone.
Can we
well,
get the bodies
that-
out?
Yes.
Nah.
Let's find that there, and maybe if we're
I
lucky,
volunteer.
we'll find someone else who has a contract.
All right,
I-
Echo. You,
I think
you
I
cut
can
up
help.
that side. I'll cut this side.
I start cutting into the frog.
I want to use my parasol sword, but the parasol side to expand the opening on the front.
Okay, like force spreaders.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you guys pull 4 bodies out of here, like and like it's super gross.
Echo, how we doing? Look.
I hope when
yeah.
I'm die, I get covered in viscera just like this.
Just remember, the first one's free.
No, first one is very much not free. In the meantime,
10th
there, I'm
one's
going to
free.
use my bell to figure out which of these 4 is actually our body.
Yeah, roll me a hunt.
That was my next question. Like, which one was the body that we were after?
Okay, since I have no dots in that, I'm going to push myself and take 2 stress to, make it a straight roll.
All right.
Or I could. Okay.
Well, I can also take help too.
Yeah. I have 2 in hunt, so I will. I will help figure out
Alright.
which body's which.
So
Okay, so what's
Uh,
position and effect?
Controlled, great.
Do I need to take a point of stress for helping?
Yes.
Ooh, I have 5 stress. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys find the body pretty quickly.
Could I do a study on the other 3 to see if we can turn them in? Or
Yeah, go ahead
turn
and
one
give
of
me
them
a,
in.
If
yeah,
they don't have
give me a
contracts,
study.
can I have their skin?
Why? I mean, they're not.
I got no problem with that, I guess, but
Is it risky standard?
Controlled
controlled.
standard. Yeah.
Yeah. Who are
the
these?
wagon's big enough.
Ah, nuts. I don't see anything.
None of these ones are like. No, just the body that you're after, and the body that you're after has been in better shape. Like, you
Mm.
see some like tree branches stuck in it from like it smashing around, but it could be worse.
We can say that's how it was when we got it.
Well, that is how it was when we found it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't pay
technic-
us for that.
I mean, technically, it was in a frog when we or a toad when we found it, so it's better now.
Right?
They should take better care where they die.
Or leave their body.
All right, so you guys like do the damn thing, and like you get your bodies, and you have a cart, and now you are approaching the like you're on the road back to Belltown. And here's a fun issue that you might not have thought about. Your wagon very much is an eyesore that tells everybody, hey, I'm transporting corpses back into this city.
Well, maybe people should get over it.
Oh, I agree, but I'm afraid that the church has a few other ideas on who should be getting over it.
What if we just say they are props for a play?
That's not a bad idea. Or we're bringing them to be studied.
What kind of play?
Well, I have heard of one that a comedy that involves the use of a body throughout much of it.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about that one.
Yes,
what
Weekend
was
at
it?
Bernadette's.
Yeah. Weekend at Bernadette's. Oh my god, that one's hilarious. I was rolling in the floors.
Yes, I'm not
also
sure which one would
laughed.
be the better Bernadette.
Huh.
I can talk to these guys. Not a big deal.
It's like, sure. You have guards come up, so they see your wagon, and like, if you just keep going, they're like, hold. Why are you out this late at night?
Bonsoir, mes amis. We've been
I'm just staring at the guards the entire time.
He looks over at Bleue looks over at Oubliette and Clio. Why don't you tell the fine gentleman what we're doing here?
Nothing untoward, I promise.
Like, you see them both like look back and forth and just like, what do you have in the carriage?
Accessories.
It's been a long night. Can we move this along?
Sure. We'll just be on our way.
It's just what's in the carriage, please?
I just stare at him.
These are props.
Props, and like one of them pokes like at Echo. It's like, ugh. Weirdest
Hello
props
there.
I've seen in a while. Yeah.
Sir, please.
Do
This
you
is my
want to
colleague.
Like,
play
you
with
see
me?
one of them like pull out like in one hand, like he pulls out a baton that looks a lot like shitty ass cop batons, but it also looks solid silver, and at one end it's dangling a little bell, and it's just like you're in the company of a spirit.
I'm
Yeah.
not a spirit, and like the head on the mannequin like does that creepy like twitch.
I think this is a point where I'm going to get a little bit further out of sight in preparation for Plan B.
I'm leaning on my parasol while I speak to them.
Oubliette,
wanna
you also
play?
know that Echo just lied, for the record.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, just, do you have a permit for this spirit?
Do you have a permit for your life?
I do. And like
Let
he
me
pulls
see.
out a piece of like basically a laminated thing that just says like Viceroy fucking like, I can't think of a name real quick. This guy has been resurrected 7 times under the authority of the abbot.
7.
Wow. That seems fake.
Blue, get a load of this guy.
7 times.
What was it there?
Doesn't start getting good till you hit the double digits.
Are you perhaps compensating for something?
And like
Oh.
the one next to him just like chuckling. He's like, hear that? That puppet says that you die all the time because you suck. And the first one's just like, I've had about enough of this.
Your
And he's
friend's
like,
very rude.
Papers
I'm-
now or face the consequences. And he does like he slaps the side of your carriage with his baton. And Echo, as he slaps the side of the carriage, the bell rings, and you feel as though like it struck your head. Like you just feel like you're not the spirit in this body, and like you are not this body, and you are again the spirit in this body, in this vast open room where it's just echoing like the ringing of a bell.
Okay,
Mm.
DM question. Are they actually wearing helmets?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you not want them to be? That's
I
fine.
was gonna blow trans powder at them.
Yeah, I don't care. Like these are just tokens. They're just guards.
Sure. I have my papers somewhere. I will pull them out, and then out of my pocket, a whole
Pocket sand.
handful. Yeah, exactly. Handful of trans powder at both of them.
That sounds like it's either a finesse or a hunt.
Hmm.
You
think
can make
finesse.
it, and you can push yourself and get another extra die.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Echo is
I'll-
so close to being like overstressed.
Blue has
I'm
just
at
kind of
4 now.
casually like got his hands at his waist.
Does that make it risky or controlled?
It's risky standard.
Standard,
Yeah.
okay.
Yep. And at this point, I'm in the shadows, or I'm heading to the shadows, looking for a moment to, do like a backstrike of some sort.
Oh no.
No, that's fine.
Oh,
took-
my screen
yeah,
shows a 2 and a 1.
My screen shows a
6.
6
I
and
see
a 1.
it. I see it. Yeah,
So-
but yeah, mine says 2. That's weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, the dice have been liars sometimes today.
Uh-huh.
they really have been.
Crazy.
So yeah,
I'll
with
take
a
that
s-
6.
With that 6, like, yeah, you get it right in there, like, and because it's finesse, you did it with finesse. Like, we can even say that they do have those helmets on.
Right
and, like-
between the vents.
The way that you get it, it goes right in the vents, and then they can't get away from it.
The helmet
like-
intensifies the effect.
You see these two, like, hit their knees on the ground, and they're just, like, staring up, and they are also just making the noise that the frog was making. Like, you can't tell. Coming through the grates of that helmet is, like, the foaming that the frog was doing.
All right,
Oh.
all clear.
What's
Let's
in
go.
that thing?
It's, just my own special blend.
We should go.
Yes. Quickly.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's move forward and make sure. Going to take a moment to move them slightly out of the way of the wagon, so having a nice rest in their delusion.
Like over there behind the big pillar, just scooch
Yeah,
it.
Clio, roll me a prowl to see how long before they are discovered.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, so like 6 and 5, that's really good. So yeah, they're not going to be found like before the end of this game. And as you guys are walking down the street, and at this point you guys are completely clear, you know where you're going, but Belltown's a big city. Like, it's big. And Oubliette coming out of an alleyway, is another, like, demon, not demon, like, horned, like,
That's-
Oni type creature, like, Bleue, comes walking. And he has been resurrected multiple times as well, but he has had botched resurrections. He doesn't come back perfect. He hasn't come back perfectly. So, like, it was too long before they put his ghost back in his body. Like, his body started to, like, you know, rot a little bit. So he looks specifically undead to some degree. He usually, like, wraps his face in a scarf. You've known him for a long time. He's who got you in this business to begin with.
What's his name?
Oh, actually, I think his name is actually on your sheet because
Oh,
Blaze in the
oh.
Dark is very cool.
I have tavern owner, prostitute, jailbird, gang leader, drug dealer.
This is Bezo.
Okay.
Bazzo. Bazo Baz is his name. And you know him from, like, on the streets kind of deal. Like, before you got this job, he was your gang leader. And he's just like, Oubliette, please, a moment, if you will. And, like, you all still have these 2 bodies you have to deliver.
You guys can keep going on. I'll catch up. Bazo,
Very
how's
well.
it going?
All right. If you're sure, my
Yeah.
share. Right. We'll
And
see ya.
Bazo walks up to you. He's just like, I've got a gig tonight.
Well, we've been pretty busy, as you can see, but I'm interested.
The church has a high priority target. He has information that I need, and we need his body. He
Is there a
died.
contract?
There's not a particular contract. This is
Alright.
off the books.
Typically work on paper.
And he's just like, he reaches out and puts his hand under your chin, and he's just, sweet Oubliette, don't forget, you made me promises.
I look at him with disgust.
Last one. I promise you. This is it. And once you're done, you're out. You can even leave Belltown finally.
Why would I leave? Everything's going so well.
He, like, looks around. Oh, roll me, not sway.
Consort?
Study. I think study. Controlled great. And you can push yourself for this. This will be, and I'm going to tell you before you make this roll, this is information that impacts the other game. Like the real game.
Okay. Well, I gotta take 2 more stress away. Alright, it's getting up there.
Yeah, I was going to break this game into, like, multiple parts, but, like, that first part was fun and took a little bit longer than I thought, so I'm going to try to get it all done at once. Which means we don't get downtime, but if we play it again, we'll get down to... Alright, so that's a 6.
Yeah.
Alright, so he says that the church sent out a missionary. And you know that missionaries in this world are not the same as missionaries in our world. Missionaries here mean spies. And it's just like, they went far, far to the east, beyond the great woods. There's a new people here. And they have strange magic.
Did you say new and strange?
Oh, yeah. I didn't see you there.
Echo.
I'm always watching.
Yes, definitely. So I can tell if he's lying, right?
Yeah, you could definitely tell that he's lying. He was lying when he said that just this mission and you're out. You know that he will always try to hold sway over you. But you also know that in your life, he has been there for you. Not in a great way, but
Sure. Well, I guess I am intrigued by the strange magic and meeting new people. Yeah, could be exciting.
The missionary's corpse will be taken to the Sanctum Church tonight. I have time. It's like, you can drop off whatever this is, but I need to meet you and your crew. Like, it has to happen before midnight.
Are we?
And- Go ahead.
Are we there as well? Can we hear this?
I was trying to give them plausible deniability by saying like go ahead, but Echo showed back up, so I'm assuming you guys are here fine.
I think it's a game of telephone.
Sure.
Maz is like trying to like quietly talk to Oubliette, but like Echo's just like right in earshot shouting at the rest of them. He says there's weird guys in the east.
There's one thing I'm gonna need before I agree to this.
What can I help you with?
You're gonna have to drop a contract. And I mean it's gotta look legit so we can slide it by. I don't even care if you change his name or whatever, the details, whatever, but it still has to be on paper. You can't mess this job up for me.
He nods. He's like, fine. We'll get the paperwork done. But let's go. So because of that, so you guys deliver the bodies back to the office, and the guy behind the counter again, it's like very upset to see the fact that Echo has made it back just fine. Like, is not.
I unfortunately did not die.
You're on her shit list.
We'll get you there eventually, Echo.
Hey.
And you see this guy turn around and he pulls up this journal that just has it's a fucking tally board of all the ways he's tried to kill Echo. And it's just like shot, no, stabbed, no, set on fire, maybe? Like drown. It just says drowning, no. Extreme drowning, no. Fall from great height, no. Fall from greater height, no. Fall onto spikes, no. And it just keeps listing all the ways that he's tried to kill Echo.
Yeah, spikes falling on Echo was a nice try.
It was a nice try.
Getting impaled didn't work either, just so you know. But next
Look.
time, don't tell him how to die when I'm on the same team as him.
Impaled doesn't work. Alright, impaled by giant frog. No.
You should know
Stop
I
or-
impale myself every time I draw my needle.
It's just
I'm
not gonna
sorry,
work.
Oubliette, what was that? Do you need something? It's like,
Yeah, I believe there's a contract coming in tonight that might be urgent. And
Yeah.
since we finished early, I think we can take it.
yeah, we'll get that filled out. So how downtime works to cure your stress?
Oh,
Like, normally you guys would get a bunch of things that you can do, but the way that we're gonna do it is you guys can do one thing, like while waiting for the contract to be filled out, which does actually like buy you like being able to reduce your stress. But you have to tell me how you would like indulge your vice
yeah.
to reduce your stress.
Let's see.
I need to-
What's Echo's vice?
My vice is, well, taking risks and chasing thrills. I'm reckless.
Well, mine's is dying and being reincarnated.
I
Uh,
like for Blue, I think like you can literally just like remember it and like sit like if you
I
want to
was
go
gonna
get
say-
like
Like, he's got a journal where he's, like, kept meticulous details of every death. And then, like, you know, how it felt to come back into his body.
Yep,
Yeah.
I actually have a bit of an idea for both Echo and myself there. Probably something we've done once or twice before, but it's useful for when we have a short bit of time, and that
Y'all
is
gonna
to
bang?
have. I was going to say have Echo hunt me for a little while. Make sure I feel that fear of someone's coming for me. I don't know when, and Echo having that thrill of trying to find someone and capture someone. Not to death, of course. We have a job to do, but something to really get the blood flowing.
I don't have blood.
Who said about making your blood flow?
I wish I had blood. Can we fill me with blood?
Well, if we find another one who tried to skimp on their insurance payments, we can arrange that.
All right. Absolutely. So here's how we deal with getting rid of stress. Each one of you that's gonna and Oubliette, you can tell me how Oubliette relaxes while you wait for the contract to be filled out.
Unless your mouse skull.
Just,
but I need to remove this tick ring and probably destroy it.
So
and
you can
then
do
tinker
one
a new
or
one.
the other. Do you want to remove the ring, or do you want to cure your stress?
Oh. No, I'd rather cure my stress. I could be tick bitten.
So do I click on Indulge Vice?
Indulge Vice, yep.
Oh wait, it says input value bonus die. What?
How many so you can roll one, just one.
Okay.
Sorry if I closed your thing. Yeah, so you lose 3 stress.
Okay.
And just so you know, if you roll more higher on your die than you have stress, you overindulge. And then you have to tell me how you overindulge. Alright. So 3 out of 5, so you remembered something good. Apparently Echo's amazing at scaring Clio, because Clio rolled exactly the amount of stress that she has.
And can I get rid of the heavy load?
Yeah, you guys can pick a different load in a second, for sure.
Yeah. It's been quite a while since I've had someone who was able to, really get me in mortal terror of my life. It's just great.
Echo, how did it go for you?
What am I rolling?
Indulge Vice. Yeah, so you take the lowest. You roll 2 4s, so you're fine. Echo is down to.
Well,
you're down to
is it
3.
the result?
Yeah, it's 4 is what it says to me.
Okay.
All right. And Oubliette, are you getting? You got rid of your stress, right? Already? No.
No, I didn't roll yet. I was going to use the toad lip bone to make another piece of jewelry.
Absolutely, for sure. That's adorably on brand. While you wait for this contract to fill, just whittling a toad bone. Oh, you had 6. Okay, so again, you also rolled the perfect thing for it.
Perfect.
So yeah, you got what's it look like that it was perfectly soothing for you? This is your jam. Whatever you made is perfect.
I'm gonna carve it so that it comes to a curl at the end, but a very, very sharp point. And then it's let's see, it's an earring.
All right, yeah, absolutely.
Long enough to touch my shoulder.
Oh wow, okay. Got that frog bone earring. Gross.
I love it.
So, Boz is just like, there, fine, done. Please, everybody sign it. And it's just like,
Yep.
we have
sign
to
it.
leave now.
All right, I'm back. So we're signing the contract.
Yeah, the contract is like the next part. And Boz is just
All
like, come on,
worked
come on.
Okay.
Okay.
We going to a church.
Also, completely random question: the undead person that I saw Oubliette talk to before, did I ever see him before?
I'm sure, yeah, Boz, he's this person right here. And I'm sure you've seen him. Like, I'm sure a lot of people have seen him. Like, he's, a leader of a much smaller gang. Like, he's not, like, one of the big factions, but you know him. He's a bit of a smuggler. He has done this work here and there, like body location. He's not much of talking to ghosts, but he is more like he wants information to sell information. And he'd rather not, like, get involved in bodies. I bet that's what Oubliette used to do for him, is, like, talk to ghosts and, like, pass on information. But right now, he's after a very specific body. He says he has the ghost. He just needs the body to put the ghost in it. And he's just like, okay, here it is. It's like a Sanctum's Church. It's like, we all know where that is, right outside of town. There's no chance they're going to expect us to hit it right now. Like, it's going to be well guarded. If we just need to get in, get that body, get out. Like, don't have a description for the body. It just says missionary.
You got you know a layout, you know a back door, some way to get in?
It's like, the plan is we will cause a large distraction out front, as there is only one way into the church. They will chase us. The rest will get in, get the body. We get the body, we put the ghost in it, we get the questions I need answered.
Right.
Oh, you're doing it in there. That's bold.
There's things we need to know. It's for everybody, not just for me, and not just for profit. He looks at Oubliette. It's like, it's not about that. Not this time. There's something else going on out there.
Is he lying?
No. He means it. He at least believes it.
Okay.
That the world just got a lot bigger.
Is there anything else we need to know before we leave? And don't lie to me.
I don't think this missionary is from around here.
What do you mean, not from around here?
It's just, I know all the missionaries. It's like, it's what I do. And like, there's none missing. And they have those weird ceremonies whenever they put a new one out. It's
You
just
saying
like,
someone outside of Belltown got missionaries out there?
I think the church has hired somebody outside of Belltown and is showing them our magic.
Do you know how they died?
Doesn't say.
Well, we can find that out when we find the body.
A lot of question marks.
Oh,
And you said
you can
have
roll me a
soul?
study. You can roll me a study and just try to like make your way through the bureaucratic like death paperwork. It's just really boring stuff, but Oubliette might be able to suss it out, and Clio might be able to as well.
Yeah, I'll provide some assistance with that.
Okay.
I would say it is controlled but limited. So anything less than like a 6 is really going to be rough.
And I have a dice already in it, but can I can add one for Cleo's help?
Yeah, one. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm helping. So add a die. I'll add a stress. because after that thing, man, was that
Oh
man's exploring
man.
after that fear.
Yeah, with like 6 and a 5, that's really good. Like, is it showing like a 2 for you again?
It's showing a 3, but I think I know what happened. It like the automation stopped the roll early.
Ah,
But I saw it roll on stream, and it rolled 2-5. But on my screen in Roll20, it's just still a 3.
I rolled a 6 and a 5 on mine.
it says the language is like hidden. It just says self-inflicted. Like and like you read it through, it's like, oh, this is how the church says it when they do it the same way that Bleue is doing. Like, and it does say that this is somebody from outside testing the magic.
I'd do it with a little bit more flair, though.
Yeah, but I'd be interested to see if this works myself. I mean, it could change quite a number of things.
Do we generally know that our magic doesn't work outside of Belltown?
You do. You guys definitely know. Like, Belltown is special because Belltown is on the border of these two sides.
So,
and
but
like
some of our stuff's not going to work when we go out there.
Yeah, like you guys, there is a worry. That's why you guys go out with your body to get the bodies and bring the bodies back. If they go too far, if you die too far out there, unless you be brought back really, really quickly, which is what you guys specialize in doing, they can't get you back. And if your ghost wanders off too far, like, it almost never finds its way back. Which has been, like, it's been really sad. Like, it's the tragedy of Belltown. As, like, all of the other cities in the world grow, Belltown power begins to shrink. And Yoke is getting so big in their britches, and, like, their belief system is really getting out of hand lately. And the twin cities of Castell have really been, like, a problem lately. Like, those wizards need to calm their shit down. It's just, like, it's getting out of hand. And, like, the Obsidian ones are just really causing problems themselves lately. And
yeah, we just need more bodies, to use a pun.
Okay.
It's just like, if we can find this body, we get this body, and we put his ghost back in, we can ask him the questions that we need to ask. We can get information that the people need, not just the church.
I don't like this. Outsiders coming in. And also, they can work our magic.
Huh?
It could spell some trouble for us down the line.
Yeah,
like stopping me from getting back in my body.
I'm less concerned about them bringing their magic and more concerned about them bringing their goods and money.
I think this could work out for us.
I was just copying what you all were doing.
It's just Echo, like moving their hands, gesticulating, like yes, I'm part of this conversation too.
Nodding confidently.
Well, we can't let the church get them either way. Those rules and regulations.
Okay, so this time, the start of this game, this part of it, you are fighting. Like you start with 1 die. You have information about the location. That's a 2nd die. You are fighting a group way above your level, so that you're gonna lose a die for that. So we're back down to 1. Are there any other like preparation things that you guys have done that you think I should give you another die to roll?
Bleue just kind of does a quick. Is there a way for him to just kind of do a quick look around the church? Maybe to see, like.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a Go ahead and give me a hunt.
Risky.
Risky standard, yeah.
Are there any spirits or ghosts around?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a so yeah, you'll get
I'm
another
right
die
here.
for that one.
Of course you are,
Eh.
Echo.
Yeah, what are you planning to do?
I would,
Oubliette,
Oh.
I meant. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I would like to attune and use ghost voice to interact with a ghost as if it was human.
Yeah, roll me give me a study.
Mhm.
This is risky but great.
All right.
I'm just gonna say Blue's gonna make a note of like what paths the guards might take when they're being like under attack or distracted by was it Bazo's team?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the little bell that Boz has been carrying around, like, because he keeps referencing the fact that he has this guy's ghost, but he just doesn't, because he doesn't talk to ghosts. He can't talk to ghosts, and like he's been ringing it, and like right, like in a moment of like weakness of him, Oubliette, you look over, and you can see the ghost start to become like its form. You know what I mean? Like it starts to like form into itself.
Mm.
It will set you back a little bit of time. You'll have less time to get this done. If but I can give you more information on it. Like you can study it and be like, "Hey, let me have a look at that." And you'll get to talk to the ghost. But it will cut into your time of getting this mission done. What would you like to do, Oubliette?
Oh, tough decision.
I do love tough
We
decisions.
were pretty quick last two times, so I think we can do it. So yeah, I need more information.
All right, so Boz looks over. He's like, "Wait, what are you doing?" And then, like, pouring out of this bell is and you guys hear the bell, and you all wouldn't recognize it right away, but like anybody watching it would hear the bell version of Whistle Stop start to play on the silver bell.
That's
And
What is
hey,
that?
just fun, weird question for you, Kole. What does Ghost Billiam sound like?
can't breathe.
I've come to hunt them.
Just Ghost Billiam is upset about not having a body. He heard the very thing.
You're cutting out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ghost Billiam is very upset about not having his body. He thought this was gonna be really quick, but Boz captured Billiam's like ghost before it could get back into his own body. So Billiam's furious.
God dang it, I don't need my body.
And she's like, Boz is like, wait, are you talking to him right now? Because Boz can't see the ghost. She's like, we gotta get in there. We put him back in his body.
Let me concentrate.
Just got, and like he's like watching his. He pulls out a pocket watch. And he's like, no.
Don't worry. It's worth it.
Better make it quick, ma cher.
Clio, you see that Boz's bell, like when he was like doing it, the reason that Oubliette could pull out Billiam's ghost from it is he's using really shitty stuff. Like he is using like bottom of the barrel, and you know if Bobbert pushes it not Bobbert, Billiam pushes it just a little bit, he will break out of this bell. This bell is barely containing him.
Oh, that's not good. Hold on there, boss. Let me look at that for a moment there. I think I might be able to help you out there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm actually going to try Tinker to try to reinforce it a little bit.
Absolutely. Give me that roll. Whiskey standard.
Bleue is keeping his eyes on the church and making sure that nobody's noticed that there's a group of people.
Nobody's noticing, but you know that's only a matter. Oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah, that's not good.
Hey, Bobbert. Not Bobbert. Billiam, you broke out of that bell.
Yes, freedom.
You see, Boz's fucking like bell shatters, and like the chiming of it is super discordant. And Echo, you feel again like just your head shatter from it, like, and just like the ringing.
Is
And
this
only
what
like
it feels
Clio
like
and
to
Oubliette
die?
see. Oh, sorry. Can only Clio and Oubliette see Billiam?
I don't think you can see ghosts. I think you can just hunt them.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, just those two can see him, yeah.
You see, boss, this is why when you need to do this sort of thing, you get the good stuff.
Where's my body?
I have an arcane implement. Sorry, a spirit anchor in the form of a small stone.
Yeah, you wanna try to anchor Billiam's ghost to something?
Yes.
Alright. For sure.
Might be easier to get them together.
Yeah, okay. This is the thing. Don't roll that one. Roll me 2 6-siders. And this is Oubliette giving me this roll. Just so we all know who we're doing this one for. This is the how you start a mission one. Like, you just want one of these to be a 6, I promise you. It's very dangerous otherwise.
No!
2 1s!
How did
2
this
1s!
Oh dear, that's
Hey, you know what?
The Billiam
what's-
curse strikes again.
I was just about to, like, you know what you guys don't have to worry about? Ghost Billiam anymore.
No, I'm
Oh.
so sorry.
Yeah, don't you worry.
No.
Hey, Billiam,
Yeah.
you got your body back.
Can I use a card?
Unlimited power.
It's really not a bad thing, I promise you.
It sounds bad.
Like, if you hear in that church, you just hear like Billiam getting up, and like because it's the crit failure, it means it's the absolute best for Billiam. Billiam, you wake up in this church. I was just like nobody else. I know your tokens are gonna be in there, but like don't worry about those. I just want to show you guys.
Don't
So
panic.
have we just like completely failed our side of the mission?
but
For
something happened.
right now, yeah, you failed that part for sure. And like Billiam, you stand up in this church and you are surrounded by not particularly your kind of people. They're hyper religious. They're all wearing robes and they're wearing bells and stuff. But they promised you that like if you give them some of your magic, they'll share some of this magic. And you paid with the dream crystals that everybody wants them. Of course they want them. The flamingos are really moving on.
My business is booming.
It's really booming, especially now that you're this far out west. Like, you've been traveling for days. You have no idea what's happening as far as, like, the consonant situation or the West. Billiam wasn't around for any of it. But you stand at your full height, and honestly, you feel taller. And you puff up your chest, and, like, you haven't felt this good in years.
I feel like I'm in my prime again.
You do. And outside, crew that like is now being faced down with 4 of the priestly guards, 2 of them behind you as like an arresting unit, and 2 of them in front of you coming from the church. They're like, "That's enough. Raise your hands. It's time. We got you this time." Like, which group do you work for?
I don't think you're authorized to know.
Don't you talk back to the church guards.
Do you have a
Okay, then we
permit?
won't say a word.
He's asking him for a permit.
It's above your pay grade, boy.
Because it's almost the time for this game to be up, I do want to do a thing real quick, everyone. We're gonna have to do it. Okay, all of you roll me. How do you get away? How does your character get away in this situation?
Is it just one guard that is talking?
There are
to us?
4 guards. There are 2 ahead of you
4.
and 2 behind you.
Echo does the peace sign and turns into a ghost and moves away.
Oh, for sure. Roll me a what role do you think that would be?
Well, I'm using ghost.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like you do Ghost Veil, and that's great.
But a prowl.
Yeah,
prowl.
roll me that prowl then.
What sort of role should it be?
It's desperate. Standard.
Cool.
All of these are going to be desperate for you.
I'm gonna use my daredevil with it.
For sure.
And I'm also making it last a few minutes, and I'm invisible rather than shadowy.
All the stress.
Yeah.
Like
I
spend
love
it, you
being
got it.
stressed.
All right, so a 5. You guys see, like Echo takes off and goes starts like fading away, and Clio and Oubliette, you can see where Echo's going, and then one of the guards comes out, and this guard is a Bell Knight. Like there's no body in that. It is just a spirit like trapped in like full plate mail, but made out of like old church bells. And it just starts like banging its hands together. Like it like goes to clap, but there's no hands. Like it's just bells on the forearms. And it basically like tries to like shoot a sonic attack where Echo was. And for a second, because it was a 5, not a 6, you see Echo's like back leg come back, and then you hear just like the fabric and the wood in that start to tear and start to rip, but then Echo manages to escape.
Okay, Blue is going to be.
Oh, go ahead.
So I was going to ask, is the leg entirely off?
No, he managed to like get it okay, like because it's a 5.
Okay, because I was otherwise I was going to use the severed bingo.
No,
Just
it's
'cause-
fine.
All right. Blue is going to barrel through 2 of the guards that are in front of him to get. Since he's already scouted out the area, he knows like a path he can take to get out. So he's just gonna barrel through like a couple of these guys and just sheer force go dart through them. And as he does, he's gonna shout, "Laissez le bon temps rouler," which is let the good times roll. Is skirmish or?
Yeah, skirmish. Yeah, if you're looking to yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's like I said, he's just gonna roll through the. I'm gonna assume risky or desperate.
It's desperate standard. You know what?
Okay.
Desperate, great.
Okay.
I liked the French.
Laissez le bon temps rouler. He just charges. Oh.
Oh,
Oh dear. Oh
Ugly.
dear.
so you guys. All right, we'll leave that one right there for now. It was a 2 and a 1, everyone. So it's a failed roll.
Angle's gonna be so cool.
Oubliette, how do you and Boz get out? Or unless you don't want it, Boz included in your roll, that's also.
Okay. I mean, ideally, sway is my strongest skill, but I only have an ability that works on one of them. To, like,
I will
forget that
tell you,
they-
like, it will be limited. Like, you'll have to roll limited. Like sway
But-
is going to be trickier in this situation.
But I'm feeling
Unless you
kind
want
of
to
punchy.
sway. Oh, go ahead.
I'm feeling kind of punchy, and I
Alright,
have an
yeah.
unusual weapon, a razor-edged fan, and I was hoping to spin it at two of them to make an opening for us to run.
Yeah, I'll take it. What are you rolling for the attack?
All I have is, I mean, my best skill is finesse, but I want to do it with enough force.
Subtle misdirection with the fan. I can see how the fan is, like, not the fan, the
A finesse weapon.
Yeah. I can see how that would work.
All right. Risky standard.
Yeah, risky, desperate standard.
Yeah. I guess.
I will give you a third die. But it's going to be from Boz, and if it's not a 5 or if your third die is not a 5 or a 6, it doesn't count.
So I have to have a successful roll and a 5 or 6 for him.
Only you like you're gonna whatever you roll highest. They like roll 2 dice, and then I will have you roll the last one.
I want to get a devil's bargain if I can.
Oh sure. Yeah, your devil's bargain is you get you and Boz out just fine, but you then are gonna see the Bell Knight come up behind Bleue and just crack the back of his skull.
Oh man.
Well, he likes to die. I'm rolling 2 dice and then 1. Sure. Oh no.
Yeah, and then just one more. But it could be a 5 or a 6.
Should I roll
Anything
it as,
less-
like prowl to run,
Oh
or
yeah, that's
just a straight 1d6?
fine. Just 1d6 is fine.
Oh.
Nope,
Oh,
never
no.
mind.
That's what you get.
Oh.
I knew it. I knew it.
So yeah, like Boz goes to like Keith, like because that one is Boz's one. Yours was a
Yeah.
3, so when then
Yeah.
Boz went, he spins around, and he's like trying to like grab Oubliette by the hand, but Oubliette's like trying to spin the fan, and this
Yeah.
guy knocks your your umbrella. This guy knocks your umbrella out of your hand on accident, like and cuts his hand wide open on it. He's like, and he's like does the thing, and then as soon as that happens, you see right at the back of his neck that silver baton like clocks him right in the back of the head. And then like the group of them just like walk up to you and they're like, all right, let's get this over with. And like they are going to put manacles on you.
Mm.
And like without a shadow of a doubt that like if you resist, you lose this fight. They beat you unconscious and then put the manacles on you. And then beat you more because they're cops. Fuck cops. But
I won't resist.
alright.
I'm sure they'll come for me.
And Clio? How does Clio get out of this?
Well, I'd actually, if I may, I'd like to start this off where she's there, actually has her hand on one of the chains for these bells, and then I'd like to do a quick flashback because we haven't used one for this.
We have not.
Oh, right.
I didn't
And
forget about those.
And that flashback is to about 5 minutes ago, right after the bell breaks and William is gone, and Cleo's going, oh crap, we need to do something else quickly, all right? And then what she does is she takes another vial of that slumber essence that she previously had, which she attaches to the tongue of the bell, and then flash forward back to the present, rings the bell to try to get the slumber essence to pour all over the guards coming her way. Basically making a trap.
Alright, so there's like There's one more guard, like, slowly, like, stalking at you. He's like, come on, mouse, let's get this over with. And yeah, go ahead and roll your tinker.
Okay, and I'm also going to add another die by pushing myself.
Absolutely.
So, desperate standard?
Desperate standard, yeah. That's a 6, though. Like, this one comes in, and he like, goes to swing his, like, mace, and it's like, you see him, like, it gets into his visor, and he does a thing where he lifts the visor, but then it falls back down again. But
Yep.
after just taking
Ding,
a
ding,
bigger, like, yeah, and, like, the
ding.
dinging is happening, and, like, he loses track of where he's going, and you just see him, like, stumbling down the street, like, swings his baton a couple of times, like, at nothing. He hits a lampshade, like, hits another, like, street lamp, and you hear that one's bells start going off, and then all of the city is just, like, ringing their bells because they think it's, like, alarm. So the entire city is exploding with bells right now, and with that, it's plenty of distraction for Clio to get free. Like, Clio and Echo make it free.
Yep, and I'm going to sneak out into the shadows, which I know so well, and this is unfortunate. They were good. I'm going to have to see if there's a way to bargain to get him back out, but at least see if the insurance company is willing to provide a bit of an extra contract, or and again, maybe indebtedness might work this time. We'll have to see what the bosses are willing to pay out.
Hey, Bleue is caught up on his premium.
Oh, for now, you may have to have like a bit of an increase in premium, given risky behavior.
I don't
And also,
even know
like-
if I filed that paperwork.
Yeah, right? It's like, do they have to go get you
I don't
out?
care.
Do they have to break your body out of jail? Because they definitely got to break Oubliette out of jail. And Boz, I guess, but jail
Yeah.
or like custody owned, like not owned, but like in the custody of a flamingo named Billiam.
Oh dear.
And that is the end for No Prayer at Midnight.
Oh,
Oh my
man.
gosh.
So we will pick up with this group probably when we make it out here. Like when we make it to Belltown, like in the game. I wonder, can I do this? This is like it's
You
been
can
bothering
make
me,
me-
but I'm wondering if I can.
You can make me play Royce, Billiam, and Echo in a game.
That's my plan, and your Badger, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, all right, that's closer.
Cool.
I made the map line up with the map. They're not the same map area, but like I was tired of the one steeple looking just like it wanted to. So that is Blades in the Dark. It wasn't played exactly because like, but close. Like I really like Blades in the Dark. I want you guys to like Blades in the Dark. Throw it into the rotation more.
That's really
And-
fun.
I do
Yeah.
just want to give you guys like a peek at the fact that the rest of the world is not the same as where we've started. And then so things that we learned, like out there, this is the city to the west. It is the furthest point west of the next side of the map to the west. That is where it is. So in case you're wondering how Billiam's there, he's not like multiple sides over. He's one side over. But all the way on the other side of that side. In this city, magic works a little bit different. You guys see spirits and you guys like see the ghosts, and they are very different things, but like they work. They have knights that are made of bells, and they have a spirit trapped inside. They can take your ghost, and I say ghost, but like you could refer to it as your soul if you wanted to, but I don't know, they call them ghosts. And if you die, your ghost is still around Belltown, they can put you back in your body. And the better like condition your body's in, then you just get like right back in there. We didn't see everything about ghosts. There are definitely a lot more about it when the party gets to Belltown proper. And like you guys were a back alley fucking insurance company, which is hilarious to me. Like, and because somebody once complained about having an insurance thing in a game, I will be putting insurance shit in every game from here on out. Don't fucking come at me. But yeah, so this game ended with Oubliette being arrested by the church and Bleue being killed by the church. Air quotes, but killed. But we saw that
they better preserve his body.
well, they'll do something with it. Like the nefarious like group that was like getting its claws or talons or wings or weird flipper feet into Belltown shit is Bleue of the family Bobbert. And he has a certain set of skills, and he's got a certain set of daughters that each have a certain set of skills.
That is entirely
Am I
correct.
allowed to share the extra knowledge that I know about Belltown? It's not anything major, but
Oh yeah, you can let people know that like this is like Belltown is in part Charity's hometown before the world got smashed together.
her world does not exist anymore, but it got kind of like absorbed into this world.
Absolutely, and like that's why you came out on this side.
Yep.
Like you still had to walk through the forest, but you came out on this side of the planet. And there we go. And
Barely.
so tomorrow we're doing the Sea Devils night thing. It is kind of speakeasy like, so just show up. Like if you want to like basically be guaranteed a scene, not guaranteed, but like be on the high list of people to get scenes. Add yourself to the wait list for that game. Let us know that you want to be involved, and we would love to get you involved in that game. It's going to be silly. It's going to be a lot of fun. Like, I know Lured's looking forward to it a lot. It's going to be great. But just so you know, even if you're not put on that wait list, like, if you are in the chat, you are fair game.
Oh boy.
But
I
show
want
up.
to do
and play.
shenanigans in the stands again.
It's going to be great. It's going to be
Well, I hope
that's
Fry's going to be there. Or
that
Shayla.
one's web ball. Like web ball on web ball is on Sunday. It's going to be 4-on-4. We are playing
Oh,
in
that's
varsity. I will give you all the rules for that if I have not already. It's incredibly simple. It actually works so well. It's so dumb, and you guys are playing web ball against each other. It's going to be amazing.
There were
and
questions
then-
about what the away team's name was going to be.
Yeah, I don't know what the away team's going. I don't know what the names of either team's going to be. So, you guys go into workshop or like and just come up with your name. Like, talk to your team. Tell me your names, and I will like make the fucking like banners the way that I did last time.
I hope they're punny.
Ah, god damn it with the puns. Everybody's so terrible.
Billy
Forever.
and Beef on Barter will be seen again.
Did you say beef and barter?
B von Barter. Billiam's full name.
Williams. And
All B's. He's the BBB.
Arby's?
The
Arby's.
Better Business Bureau. Billiam B. von Barter.
Alright, so thank you all so much for coming and playing, and I really hope you guys show up to play tomorrow and like watch that dumb shit happen. And then please come and watch the web ball game as well, because there's a bunch of you, and like all of April, like we will be counting how many pranks you all play on each other. Like how many of the prank cards get played. You can do pranks without doing the prank cards. It's just like you have to do it in character and preferably while you're on screen. Like if you're like in chat trying to like pull pranks on people, you'd have to do the raise your hand card and then stuff. But like from chat, using the cards is the easiest way to play pranks. But bloodless. Remember, tomorrow night is a Sea Devils night. If you spill a drop of blood tomorrow, it's supposed to summon the Sea Devil and like give bad luck for everyone. And I will hold everyone to that. If a drop of blood gets spilt tomorrow,
We're going to
expect
bubble
for
wrap
the-
B+.
expect for the next month of the whole month of April, I am taking you're rolling twice and taking the lower for everything. Like, don't
No.
do that.
I refuse.
And then B's just, yeah! Alright, but I have to go to the bathroom so very badly. It's killing me. You guys have been doing, like... You guys did amazing. Thank you for playing this game. Sorry we couldn't get the art, like, perfect, but, like, I really enjoy it. I really want to see more of these characters. You guys did absolutely amazing.
Oh, you mean my music completely gone?
It was fun.
It's like, Blue's not dead yet. Not real. Like,
Not dead yet.
death doesn't matter.
He's just only mostly dead.
Alright, so that is it for us today. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. It should be very good fun times, so do not want to miss that. And yeah, that. So bye forever.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.